here with Louisville's Nick Albiero. Nicholas, first of all, can you just take us through the race tonight?
Yeah, my ninth race, I was just putting it all behind me, and um, I just I knew it was a packed field. It's one of the better fields I've raced before, um, and I just followed my plan. I never worried about what other people were doing. I'm a big back half kind of guy, especially the last 50. So I knew they were going to be out quick, and I was just going to try to stay within striking distance, and then just put my head down at the end.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like you have almost perfected this back half in that last 50 of the two fly. You've done it so many times, and especially at the ACC championships where you've won a number of titles, especially in that event. I mean, is there anything in particular you've done during your time at the University of Louisville to really work on that last 50?
Yeah, and we also just work for that last day too, and that two fly just happens to be on the last day. And specifically for fly, I've focused on my underwaters so much in practice. I basically don't do a practice without doing underwaters in warm up, or even during the main set. So I think I just really focus on that during short course. And um, some of the guys are great long course swimmers, but I just really try to utilize the underwaters that I work on. And we've just worked on this event specifically so much this season. Just after not being able to perform at NCAAs last year, just we knew we had a shot. So yeah, we focused on this race probably more than I did the other races.
You mentioned, it was your ninth race of the meet last day. You put a lot of emphasis on the last day in training. How do you focus for that, just the last day in general? Because as everyone knows, NCAAs is quite a grueling meet.
Yeah, it's like one of the longest meets of my life. But I said this yesterday in our relay interview. It's just the mindset of next, and I put all the days behind me, and I was like, all right, this is the only one I have to focus on. And it's pretty crazy going from 3 events last night to just having one this morning. I was like, oh yeah, this is just one race. So I just put it, whether it was good, bad, or ugly, I just put it behind me, and just try to forget that I had even done those races and focus on the one that I was about to do.
Yeah. I mean, you kind of answered my next question, but it seemed like race-wise for you, maybe there might have been some ups and downs. Obviously, the relay winning. It seemed like Louisville had a great performance overall, but you were so close to a title in that 100 fly. I mean, is this something you had in mind? And if so, how were you kind of able to manage those nerves behind the blocks and again during the race?
Yeah, I wasn't expecting the 100 fly to be as close as it was. Like I said, I focused a lot on the 200, so it was nice to see the speed was there, and even my back half in that race was good too. But yeah, like I said, I just put it behind me, and it was pretty hard to come off of last night's win and like try to get ready for this one because I wanted to soak in that win with my teammates as much as I could. But we had one more day, and so I just put it behind me, like I did with all the other races, and just focused on what I was about to do. And even after the two fly, I still had the 100 free left on the relay, and that was hard to manage too. I just had to go up in the stands and like get away from everything really quick, just to focus on one more. But yeah, I just put it behind me and focus on what the next race is.
Yeah, I mean, after your race, when you were talking to the broadcast to ESPN, you seemed fairly emotional, and rightly so. But the Louisville team seems like such a family, and obviously for you, that's both metaphorically and literally. With your dad being the coach, your sister being on the team, your mom was your club coach, right?
She
Right.
was, yes.
So and your brother swam for the team as well. So I mean, what is it? Can you put it into words for just the impact that winning an individual title had for that family?
Yeah, I don't know. It's this team specifically. I mean, swimming as a sport is like my family sport, but this team is so it's like family to me. And I don't know. I just touched the wall, and I saw like we only had a few guys there because of COVID stuff. So it just seen their reaction, and I knew that all these people were texting me from home, and my family was watching, and my family that doesn't even know much about swimming was watching. I was getting texts from them too, and my cousins, and as the impact that had, I knew was pretty big. So that's why I was emotional, and just giving my dad a hug after that, it like makes me tear up right now. Just it's so special. We worked so hard for that moment, and just to take it all in was awesome.
So have you thought about, everyone's got an extra year of eligibility. Have you thought about that decision yet at all?
It's in the works. I would say if I had to give you yes or no, I'd probably yes. I'm going to graduate in May, but I'm going to try to go to grad school to get my MBA. So using that 1 year program would be perfect for a 5th year. So I don't see why not. But it all just depends on, I guess, summer and just how everything else is going.
Yeah, totally makes sense. And then, following the theme of next, what's next for you? Obviously, Olympic trials this summer. But how are you going to process this whole meet and then move forward from here?
I don't know. Hopefully within the next few days it settles in, and I can just start training long course again. Even though I'm going to miss short course a lot. But long course is a completely different sport in my opinion. So I'm excited to train that more and focus on those long course races. But yeah, I guess Olympic trials is next.
Well, Nick, thank you so much for taking the time, and congrats on the win tonight.
Thank you so much.
You've been listening to the SwimSwam podcast. Stay tuned for new episodes every week. You can take SwimSwam podcast on the go by subscribing on your favorite podcast platform. Look for links in the description below, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos as well.